Ah, Mount Olympus. Even the name sends a shiver down your spine, doesn't it? It's not just the highest mountain in Greece, it's a titan among peaks, reaching for the heavens with snow-capped fury. Towering almost 10,000 feet above the Aegean Sea, Olympus is more than just a mountain, it's a legend whispered on the wind. The ancient Greeks certainly thought so. They believed it to be the home of the gods. Imagine their awe gazing up at its cloud-wreathed summit. They believed they were looking upon the realm of Zeus himself. Could you imagine such power residing above? Ancient texts are filled with tales of Olympus. They speak of a place beyond the reach of mortals. Homer in his epic poems describes it as a place of dazzling palaces. These were not earthly dwellings, they were forged by the gods themselves. Olympus was said to be eternally bright. The gods enjoyed a life of perpetual feast and celebration. Music and laughter echoed through the halls. Nectar and ambrosia flowed freely. But Olympus was also a place of intense drama. The gods, after all, were not so different from us. They experienced love, jealousy, and rage. At the helm of this divine family was Zeus, the mighty ruler of Olympus. He was the king of the gods, the one who held the ultimate authority over both the divine and mortal realms. As the god of thunder and lightning, his power was absolute. His word was law, and his presence commanded respect and fear alike. But even Zeus, with all his might and authority, had to answer to someone higher. The Fates, three ancient sisters known as Clotho, Lachesis and Atropos, controlled the destinies of gods and mortals alike. They spun the thread of life, measured its length, and ultimately decided when to cut it. By Zeus's side was his wife, Hera, the queen of the gods. She was the goddess of marriage and family, revered for her role in protecting the sanctity of the household and the bonds of matrimony. Don't let her regal bearing fool you. Hera was a force to be reckoned with. She was known for her fierce temper, especially when it came to Zeus's many, shall we say, dalliances. Her wrath was legendary, and she often took out her anger on Zeus's lovers and their offspring. Then there was Poseidon, the god of the sea and one of Zeus's powerful brothers. With his mighty trident, he could shake the earth and shatter mountains, causing earthquakes and tsunamis that could reshape the world. His temper was as legendary as his brothers, and his mood could change the calmest seas into raging storms. Poseidon's dominion over the oceans made him a crucial deity in the lives of sailors and fishermen who prayed for his favor to ensure safe voyages. He was also the protector of all aquatic creatures in the mythical city of Atlantis, a realm of wonder and mystery beneath the waves. Together, Zeus, Hera, and Poseidon formed a powerful triad that ruled over Olympus and the world below. Their stories, filled with drama, power struggles, and divine interventions, have captivated humanity for millennia, reminding us of the timeless allure of mythology. The influence of Olympus reached far beyond its lofty heights. It was not just a mountain, it was a symbol of divine power and human aspiration. The ancient Greeks believed that the gods resided atop this majestic peak, watching over them and guiding their destinies. It permeated every aspect of Greek life. From the bustling marketplaces to the quiet countryside, the presence of the gods was felt everywhere. Their myths and legends were woven into the very fabric of daily existence, influencing art, culture, and even politics. The Olympic Games, for instance, were held in honor of Zeus, the king of the gods. These games were more than just a series of athletic competitions. They were a celebration of physical prowess and divine favor. Athletes trained rigorously, not just for personal glory, but to honor Zeus and their city-states. Imagine the roar of the crowd as athletes competed in his name. The air would be filled with excitement and anticipation as spectators from all over Greece gathered to witness these extraordinary feats. The cheers and applause were not just for the athletes, but for the gods who blessed them with strength and skill. Every 4 years, the Games brought peace to the land. This period, known as the Olympic Truce, allowed athletes and spectators to travel safely to Olympia. It was a time when rivalries were set aside, and the shared love for the Games and the gods united the people. Warring city-states set aside their differences, united by their reverence for the king of the gods. These weren't just games, they were a powerful force for unity and peace. The spirit of competition was tempered by a deep sense of respect and camaraderie. They were a sacred ritual, a tribute to the power of the human spirit. Athletes would offer sacrifices and prayers to the gods before competing, seeking their favor and protection. The games were a testament to the belief that the divine and the mortal were intertwined. The victors weren't just athletes, they were heroes touched by the gods themselves. Their victories were seen as a sign of divine approval, and they were celebrated and honored in their home cities. Statues were erected in their likeness, and their names were remembered for generations. They were heroes, touched by the gods themselves. Their victories were seen as a sign of divine approval, and they were celebrated and honored in their home cities. Statues were erected in their likeness, and their names were remembered for generations. The legacy of the Olympics lives on to this day, a testament to the enduring power of Mount Olympus. The modern games, though different in many ways, still carry the spirit of those ancient competitions. They remind us of the timeless connection between human achievement and the divine, a legacy that continues to inspire and unite people around the world. But Olympus is more than just a symbol of mythology. It's a place of breathtaking natural beauty. Its slopes are cloaked in forests. Wildflowers paint the meadows in a riot of colors. Crystal clear streams cascade down its sides, their music echoing through the valleys. The ancient Greeks saw this beauty as a reflection of the divine. They believed that nymphs and satyrs roamed the forests. They whispered of magical creatures like the centaurs, half man, half horse, who made their home in the mountain's shadow. Every rustle of leaves, a whisper of the ancient spirits that dwell within the heart of the forest. Every chirp of a bird, a melodic hymn to the gods who watch over the wild, was a sign of the gods' presence, a reminder of their eternal guardianship over nature. The gods and goddesses were intrinsically linked to nature, their essence woven into the very fabric of the wilderness. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, revered for her strength and independence, roamed the forests with her bow and arrows, protector of the creatures that dwelled within. Apollo, the god of music and light, whose melodies could soothe the wildest of beasts, was said to drive his chariot across the sky, heralding the arrival of a new day with the first light of dawn, bringing the dawn to the world, a daily miracle that painted the heavens with hues of gold and crimson. These myths and legends weren't just stories, they were the lifeblood of ancient Greek culture. They were a way for the ancient Greeks to make sense of the world around them, to explain the unexplainable. They saw the power of the gods in the fury of a storm, the raw, untamed energy that could both create and destroy, the beauty of the goddesses in the blossoming of a flower, a delicate reminder of life's fleeting moments and the divine touch in every petal. The mountains stood as silent sentinels, their peaks reaching towards the heavens, a testament to the gods' enduring presence. Rivers and streams, the lifeblood of the earth, were believed to be the veins of the gods, nourishing the land and its inhabitants. The night sky, a canvas of stars, told stories of heroes and deities, each constellation a chapter in the celestial saga. Temples and shrines, built in their honor, stood as bridges between the mortal and the divine, places where humans could connect with the gods. Art and pottery, adorned with images of gods and goddesses, served as daily reminders of their omnipresence and influence. Even in the laughter of children, the ancients heard the joy of the gods, a celebration of life and its simple pleasures. As the sun set, painting the sky with its final brushstrokes of the day, the ancients felt the gods' embrace, a promise of another day to come. But time, as they say, waits for no god. The Roman Empire rose, bringing with it its own pantheon of deities. The old gods of Olympus faded into the background, their stories becoming myths and legends. But even then, the allure of Olympus remained. Poets and artists continued to draw inspiration from its heights. Even today, centuries after the last temple to Zeus crumbled, the stories of Olympus continue to fascinate us. They remind us of a time when the world was young and anything seemed possible. Section 8. The enduring legacy of the Games. The Olympic Games, once a tribute to Zeus, were revived in the 19th century. They became a symbol of international unity and sportsmanship. The spirit of competition, of pushing the limits of human endurance, still echoes the ancient games held in Zeus's honor. Even the Olympic torch, carried by runners across the globe, harks back to the time of the gods. It symbolizes the light of knowledge, of aspiration passed down through generations. Section 9. A modern pilgrimage. Today, Mount Olympus is no longer the impenetrable fortress of the gods. It's a national park, a hiker's paradise. Every year, thousands of people make the pilgrimage to its summit. As they climb, they walk in the footsteps of legends. They breathe the same air as the gods. And as they stand on the peak, gazing out at the world below, they can almost imagine the halls of the gods. They can almost hear the echoes of laughter and music on the wind. Section 10. Olympus beckons. So the next time you see a picture of Mount Olympus, don't just see a mountain, see a place where myth and reality collide. See the home of the gods, a place where anything is possible. Hear the whispers of ancient stories on the wind. Feel the presence of the gods in the rustling leaves and the crashing waves. Let the magic of Olympus wash over you. Section 11. A timeless majesty, Mount Olympus. It's more than just a mountain. It's a journey into the heart of Greek mythology. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, there's still room for a little wonder and awe. Go explore it, discover its secrets. Let Olympus captivate your imagination just as it has captivated the hearts and minds of people for millennia.